Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Majora's Mask. We are here in the Snowhead region, and we are getting ready to actually enter the main part of it. This is the Mountain Village. Nice, comfy little place, if you ask me. It does look rather cold, but I think being in that little log cabin there would not be exactly a bad disposition to be in. So, I suppose we should go ahead and check out the most obvious thing here, but first I'm actually going to head over this way. You can see there's an owl statue, so it's always a good idea to go ahead and take care of that before you forget or anything. So we go ahead and do that, so now we can get back here anytime we want, which is nice. We've also got this Goron right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Up here, up here! I'm sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I am very hungry and I've gotten stuck here. Uh-oh. Can't just jump down? That doesn't look that far, but okay. Well, anyway, that guy's stuck up there. We're going to have to do something about him later. There's really no way to help. But let's go ahead and check this sign. Mountain Smithy ahead. We sharpen any sword. We work hard, so your sword works hard for you. Okay, there we go. It kind of got thrown off there. So let's go ahead and check this place out, at least. This is the Mountain Smithy, but as you can see, there's a little bit of ice over there, a little furnace here. Let's talk to this guy. Whoa, holy crap, oh my gosh. Ugor. Shut up. Just when I was having a good dream. Oh, welcome to the Mountain Smithy, where we take our time to make a good point. Oh, that's pleasant. I am Majora, the owner. Pleased to meet you. Ugo. Shut up over there. That huge fellow is my assistant, Gabora. He's all brawn and about as smart as a Deku stick. Say, did you come to have your sword sharpened? Unfortunately, we're not doing any business right now. It's because of this abnormal cold snap we've been having. See? Our hearth has been frozen over. The way things are going now, I won't be able to do any business till spring. If I could just do something about that frozen hearth. Ugo. Eh? What's that? You say if we had hot water, we can melt the ice off the hearth? Don't act like you know what you're talking about, you Deku stick. I love these guys. Oh, he believes a rumor that says long ago there were hot springs somewhere in the mountains near here. Bah, I don't believe such rubbish. Well, alright then. So, yeah, these two are an interesting little pair, but as you may have gathered during all that dialogue, these guys are smithies, so they will forge your sword up. We're going to be doing a few things with them, but as you can see, for now, their hearth is frozen over, so we can't really do anything at the moment, so let's head back out. Alright, so let's see. Now that we have done that, there's really not a whole lot we can do around this place for the time being. There are numerous things of interest, but for now where we're going to head is actually over here. I think so anyway. Yeah, there's a sign right here that should tell us if we're going the right way. Yes, Goron Village ahead. Beware of the White Wolfos. So we are going to the Goron Village, of course. Alright, so let's head on through and see what this place looks like. We've basically got a Tektite, so I guess we can go ahead and kill him, I guess, for the money anyway. Oh, too far. Okay, that'll work. And he didn't drop any money, perfect. But anyway, yeah, we basically just got a bunch of bridges and platforms, and then this little sort of frozen lake underneath. And you can actually kind of just barely see a blue rupee underneath there. It just shows up every now and then, but... yeah, you can also see Tingles up there, and there is also this little passageway up there that we're not going to be able to do anything with for a pretty good while. But along the way, as the sign said, we're going to have some White Wolfos. Lure it in and watch its movements. It doesn't like its tail to be touched. So, it pretty much works... Okay, I don't know why I lost my target. It pretty much works the same way they did in Ocarina of Time. Just wait for them to attack, dodge it, jump strike them in the back, and they die. It's literally exactly the same thing. And he dropped a heart, which is nice. Also, you can see we've got Tingle here, so let's actually shoot him down and buy something, which is, again, going to hurt our rupee supply a little bit, but should still be alright. Alright, so he drops down, let's talk to him, blah blah blah, green clothes, I'm a fairy boy, gotcha. Alright, so now we can buy... We've already got the Romani Ranch map, thankfully. So let's just buy Snowhead, which is where we're at, and it's going to be somewhat helpful. So we go, get a map of Snowhead. Well, call again. Right, okay. See ya. Bye. Okay. So we go here, and we're going to encounter another White Wolfos, and it's dispatched of just as easily as the first. That one actually went rather quickly, because I got it right on the first try. You can see there is also a pit here covered by ice. Keep this in mind for later. There's nothing we can do with it. Also, you don't want to touch that right now, because it will freeze you and cause damage. So, you know, obviously we don't want that. So now once we get here, this is the actual Goron Village. And believe it or not, it's really not like the Goron Village in Ocarina of Time. I mean, there are actually like buildings and things here. And this guy's standing outside who looks really cold, so let's go talk to him and see what's going on. It's cold. Being the gatekeeper in this cold is hard. Do you want to enter the Goron Shrine? Well, yeah. Then I'll open the door with the Goron Pound. I'm going to close it right away so it doesn't get cold inside, so hurry up and get in. Are you ready? Alright, so yeah, this guy will open the door, but we really don't need to even be going in there right now. In fact, I don't even know if you can. For some reason, I'm wanting to say it'll close up before you can get to it, but, well, I guess not. Anyway, this right here is the Goron Shrine. We're not going to go in there just yet, but obviously we will later. So, first we want to come over here to the eastern side. You can see there's another one of these guys here. Keep him in mind for later. He's the one that you're going to need 200 rupees for, but again, we can't buy it yet, so you still do have some time to make some money, which I need to start getting on here sometime soon. But we want to come on over here, and as you can see, everybody's favorite friend is sitting here on this little pole, and for some reason there's this little, like, black shadow underneath. We'll get back to that, of course, but for now, let's talk to this guy. Woohoo! Do we meet again, fairy child? Have my stone statues been of help? Well, yes, actually. Well, it seems you may have the strength to change the fate of the land, as I had expected. But the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons around you. Their land is doomed to be smothered in snow and ice forever. It will become a land where no living thing can survive. Without courage and determination, you surely will collapse from the extreme conditions. But if that courage and determination burns bright within you, then that's another story. So will you proceed? Of course. Woohoo! You are a child of many strengths. Well, perhaps you do have enough strength to change the fate of this mountain after all. I shall take to the air now, flying toward that shrine across the way, so follow behind me. Do not be daunted by appearances. Instead, let your feelings guide you, and the true path shall open before you. What, do I need to use the Force too? Alright, so this guy's going to fly over to that shrine we can see in the distance. And along the way, he's going to be leaving his feathers behind, as you can see. So, even though we can't really see anything, you can see the feathers do actually land on something there. So we're going to have to, actually, it's probably a good idea to take off the bunny hood because these platforms actually aren't that big. So, you know, you don't want to keep falling off like that. Okay, take it off. There you go. So now go this way. Of course, if you take too long, the feathers will disappear, and you don't want that. So make your way somewhat quickly around here and to the end. Woohoo! I have certainly been assured of your courage and determination. From here on, you must not be fooled by appearances. You must rely on your feelings. Now enter the shrine. Something that will aid you in your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. Alright, so we've made it across, and now he's going to fly off. So let's head inside and see what our reward is. Alright, well, we got a bunch of bushes. And as you do this, you can see there's really nothing but bombs in here, so that's kind of a clue. We've also got giant boulders. There's also some magic, for whatever reason, I guess, to help us use the item that we are... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Look at this. It's an invisible enemy, a Skulltula. So you can probably guess what we're going to get in here. But let's go ahead and open this chest and find out anyway. That's right, we get the Lens of Truth, no bottom of the well for us. Gaze through it to see mysteries that are invisible to the naked eye. Of course, seeing the truth drains magic, so tap C again to stop looking and using up magic. Alright, so let's see, we can take this Skulltula out by shooting an arrow at it. You really don't have to even see it. Let's see, we can actually, I think, blow up this boulder over here. It's probably a good idea to do so. Use the blast mask so we have free bombs, basically. Yeah, we can open this chest, and we can actually find that there are 50 rupees inside, so that's definitely a good help. Also, if we take out the Lens of Truth, you should be able to see, yes, another invisible chest back here. We can open it up and gain an additional 20 rupees. So, probably want to grab those. We're getting close to 200, which is good. So, the other two boulders don't have anything underneath them, so you don't really need to bother. Okay, so now let's head back and back outside. So, as you can see, we're not going to have the feathers to aid us this time, but that is perfectly okay because we have the Lens of Truth. So we can just look out and see that there are actually platforms out here, so just jump your way across these. If you want to be fancy, you can not use the Lens of Truth and just jump across this way. Like that, but that's probably the reckless way to do it, the show-offy way, so I wouldn't recommend it. But now we're actually going to be able to do something with this little shadow here. We can use the Lens of Truth and see, holy crap, there's actually like a Goron ghost here. Got a big scar across his belly, too. Let's talk to him. Can it be? Are you able to see me? If you truly can see me, then follow behind me. Yep, so he's going to go off here and start flying. Basically, we need to follow him. It's okay if you don't use the Lens of Truth. You really don't need it, because you can see his shadow. So it is probably a good idea to grab the bunny hood, though, so you can catch up to him here pretty easily. And I'm going to be hitting these things along the way, just in case there are rupees inside, which there haven't seemed to be, so... Yep, so we can just follow this guy. He's pretty much going to head back to the Mountain Village, really, so you don't need to worry about it. Oh, wow, you can see the Tektite underneath there. That's awesome. But so, yeah, you really can go ahead of him if you want. It really doesn't matter. You can also sort of, like, walk in his shadow here. But yeah, so he's going to make his way this way and towards this door. However, make sure you don't go through the door ahead of him. You do want to wait for him to get here and use the Lens of Truth once he does, in order to make sure that you do actually watch him go through. Otherwise, you'll pretty much just pass him up and not be able to keep following him. So just make sure you do wait up at the end anyway. Alright, now, yeah, he's going to be down here, so we've got to look at him again before he'll start moving. And see the flat Wolfos as it's starting to come up there. I always thought that was awesome. That happens like every time. So yeah, we can kill this guy if we want. It really doesn't matter, because like I said, he's not going to really go anywhere we haven't been before, so it's pretty easy to see. But I suppose we could just skip this guy, because he's pretty much already there, so we want to make this as fast as possible. That Wolfos is fast! Look at that! Okay, well, I guess he wants to fight, so... There we go. And also take care of this Tektite. I don't think we can lose him. We might be able to, though. Okay, no, he's going to wait there for us. Alright, that's good. So, sorry, man, I got a little bit distracted, so... Alright, so he's going to go on. Let's follow him once again. And get him to move. Okay, so now he is going to head that way. Again, I'm going to check for rupees, and of course there aren't any. I only need 14, so, you know, it shouldn't be too hard to find that many. He's going to head over this way, and if we use the Lens of Truth, we can actually see... well, I didn't quite mean to do that. Let's see if we can climb up on one of these. Bunny Hood's probably a good idea. It kind of helps you jump across there. But, wow, as I was saying, there's actually a ladder right here that we can climb up. So, let's do so. Again, it does use magic to use the Lens of Truth, but there's a little trick you can do if you keep tapping it on and off, so kind of like this. You can still see, but it really doesn't drain your magic any. So, you know, you can do it that way if you want. Really, I don't think it's worth the inconvenience, because it doesn't drain magic that fast at all. We've still got plenty left, so I'd just leave it on. Now, we've got a couple different forks. You pretty much just want to go right, left, right, and that'll get you to the top. This is the final right. We can keep climbing up and finally reach the summit here. Rupees? No. Rupees? I guess rupees aren't in those little snowballs, but anyway, you can see there's actually a Goron up here who's been completely frozen and we can't really do anything about, so let's talk to his friend here. This is the grave where a Goron hero rests. I came here to put up the great hero's memorial, but the return route has been blocked by snow and I can't get back to Goron Village. And even worse, my brother's been frozen solid from the cold. The way things are looking, I'll be frozen too. Oh, it's times like this that make me wish I had taken some of the hot spring water I found when I was digging the hero's grave. But the hot spring is now covered by the gravestone. I can't move a gravestone that big by myself. But I guess this is what's meant by the Goron saying there's no use in crying over split rocks. Split rocks, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on in here. We're about to do something pretty major, actually. This is the Goron Graveyard, so I guess many Gorons have been buried here. I suppose each of these little pyramid things would be like gravestones, but... Alright, so we can talk to this guy here, and see what he's got to say. The Soaring One said the one who could see me would be arriving soon. It seems that it turned out to be true. I am Darmani III. The blood of proud Goron heroes runs in me. This feels strange for me to say, but when I was alive, I was a renowned warrior and veteran. Yes, when I was alive. But alas, I am now dead. Oh, really? Did you figure that one out yourself? I was fine until I marched off to Snowhead by myself, hoping that I could drive off a demon. It had been wreaking havoc on Goron Village, then the blizzard at Snowhead blew me into the valley, and now here I am. How infuriating. As I am, I can only watch as Goron Village is slowly buried in ice. I may have died, but I cannot rest. So you can use magic? The Soaring One also told me that you are able to use it. I beg you, bring me back to life with your magic. If it is beyond your power, then I beg of you to do this for me instead. heal my sorrows. Any way that you can do it will suffice. Please, heal my sorrows. So yeah, the word heal is in big red letters, sort of giving you a hint. We're going to have to play the Song of Healing for this guy, of course, in order to heal him. We've done that before, with Camaro, in fact. So, anyway, we're about to come up on 15 minutes here, so I think I'm going to save this for the next part. Sorry, Darmani, you're going to have to wait a little bit. But next time we will heal this guy's sorrows and see what comes of it. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.